Hello and welcome to A Perfect Home. Our job here at A Perfect Home is to help you take your house into a perfect home, by introducing you to some professionals in our area at the top of their game. I'm Jen Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, we're going to talk with Tracey Shadley. She's in the studio with us. She's the owner of Organize A to Z, the most amazing person you're ever going to meet. Completely organized. I want to be just like her when I grow up.
Thank you.
Well, actually, I think I'm older than you are, so really.
Probably not. I don't think so.
Tracey, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, you can really tell an organized person by this aura of calm that just exudes around them. If you sit next to Tracey, you feel calmer.
Oh my God, that's such a compliment. Thank
you. You can just tell that you're organized. You know, if you're like me, I'm like, I can't find my shoes. I can't find the belt. I can't find. That's all anyone in my household hears. Is I can't find this and I can't find that and where's my this and where's my that. And I spend what feels like half my life looking for stuff.
Yeah.
So tell us, why did you get into the organization business?
I got into it by fluke. I was working in the clothing business, which is it's a terrible, terrible business to be in. So high stress, everything, people yelling at you. And I left and I was like, I have to find something else to do. And I started working at the showroom for California Closets. And this is in Montreal. And I just started to love the whole concept of, oh my God, look at what you can do with space. And I've always been a very creative person. And I did the design training, and fast forward 20 years, I was there. When I left, I was actually training new designers and I was the lead designer. So yeah, I fell in love with the kind of the letting people find their stuff and knowing where everything is and being able to create additional space and just spaces that people love. I mean, I had a client when I first started working there, probably about 3 years in. She sent me a picture of herself sitting and sipping champagne in her new closet. That's how happy she was.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
It makes a real difference in people's lives.
Oh, yeah.
And that it's just very satisfying for me.
I bet.
Yeah.
And we've all seen those commercials for California Closets, and we look at that and go, wow, I want that. But that's like, wow, the price. And of course, it's a giant, it's almost not like a box store, but it's kind of like that same kind of, it's a franchise. And you think, oh, how impersonal, and how's that going to work for me? What I like about Organize A to Z is you are here. You are a real person.
Yes.
We can talk to you, we can call you.
Yes.
And you're friendly and you know what you're getting.
Yes, and I have all that experience. So I have all that training. I'm very lucky to work with local contractors who know what I want, and they've listened to me, and they produce exactly what I want for my clients. And it's just been a dream. And I love, the most important part of designing a closet is actually listening to the client and what they want, because everybody has different stuff, everybody has different needs, everybody has different budgets. And if I just went in there and did something generic, nobody would be happy with me. Right. So I really listen to what it is. What's your dream closet? What is it that you want? What is it that's bothering you now? How can we fix it? That type of thing. If something's not going to work, I will tell people that. And I mean, it's their decision if they still want to go ahead with it. The customer's always right. But I won't let anybody just go forward with something that I don't think is going to work.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And if you take a look at what they already have, and you go, wow. I mean, because everybody is different. Like you say, me, I wear all dresses. So I don't need shelves for folding things. I don't fold.
Exactly.
I hate to fold. I want to hang everything.
Exactly.
I just need one long hanging bar.
Yeah.
You know, and
a lot of people need that. Yeah.
And a few drawers for some stuff.
Exactly.
And shoe organizers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God, I need a shoe organizer.
Yeah, shoes are a big thing. A big thing.
And challenging. You know, when you go to one of the box stores and you go, oh, look at this shelving set, or look at this, I'm going to go home and I'm going to put this up. I tell you what, I've done that before. It's disappointing because now my shoes are on the shoe organizer, but they're all piled on top of each other.
The thing about shoes, the actual thing is mess takes up less space than organization when you think about that. So if you go into a closet and there's 25 pairs of shoes on the floor and the person is like, I really want to be able to see my shoes, I want them on shelves. Okay, we can do that, but now you're taking up the space for your shoes. So what, if you have to, what are you going to give up for that? So there's all those little compromises and discussions that you have to have. You can't magically take everything on the floor and put it up organized and expect to have everything else there also be totally organized, unless you have a nice big closet.
Of course.
But the small ones are the most challenging.
Right, the small closets, because
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 we have a small closet, or we have just a non-functioning closet, made even worse by the fact that it's small. Is there a help for small closets?
Yeah, most of the time. I mean, sometimes there's just nothing you can gain space, or you may be able to gain adjustability. We were just talking about that, how if you can't adjust shelves, you can't adjust rods, you're stuck. We can often fix that so that it's a more useful closet without maybe giving back too much space. Or sometimes it's just, you can, if you think about doubling your clothes, short clothes, automatically you're taking 6 feet and putting it into 3. So you have all that, you have another 3 feet to play with.
Nice.
So it totally depends. Well, it also depends on what you mean by small, because I've seen small.
Yeah, right. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. But usually there's something we can do, and if there isn't, then I'm very upfront about it.
Wow,
Yeah.
well, that must be so disappointing. But that must not happen often.
No, it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen very often.
Right. I like that, one of the things about being organized is as one of your slogans, an organized life is a happier life, which is true because, as we said earlier, a lot less stress.
Yep.
A lot easier to get dressed in the morning if you can see everything, if you can find everything. A lot easier. What did I do with the blah, blah, blah? And closets aren't just for clothes. I mean, I store Christmas gifts in there.
course.
I store important things in there. I store musical instruments, all kinds of stuff. So we're not just talking clothing rods and things.
Exactly.
You also do more than bedroom closets as well.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I do laundry rooms, I do garages, I do offices, anything pretty much except kitchens and bathrooms. I don't touch that, but any other type of store, entertainment units, all of that I can do. And yes, the other thing is when you're talking to people about what's in the closet is, one, do you really need it? Do you really need it here? Winter coats in your everyday closet, well, is there somewhere else you could put that? Is there not? So all of those things have to be discussed before I would do a final plan for anybody.
For sure. I aspire to have a closet I can drink champagne in.
There you go.
I know you can help me with that. I have a very stupid closet. It's a huge closet, but it's this skinny, and it has 2 little doors in the middle, and you open it and you can't get to anything. Whoever designed that obviously had 3 shirts and that was it. So something like that, when you come in and you look at that, what's your first step that you take?
Well, because we talked a little bit about that outside, based on what you told me, if you have these big walls that you just can't get to, I'm not going to be able to help you with that because there's no access. So you won't be able to see it. I could redo it, but it's not going to solve your problem.
Sure.
What I suggest to people, especially if you're renovating or you're building new, that call me before you finalize anything, because there's tricks with doors, there's tricks with door placement, there's tricks with all kinds of things where you can gain space that you wouldn't even think about. If you think about, if you have a wall, a closet that's 8 by 8, and you put the door way over on one side of one of the walls, well, then you've just lost one of these big walls coming down. So just by shifting the door 2 feet, you may have gained all of this extra space. So closets need to be thought about before building.
Okay.
In your sense, yeah.
Certainly.
You need to bust down some walls.
So that's good. If you're getting into a renovation project or you're building a home, it's a great time to contact you, Tracey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you need to get in on the, hey, we'll move the door over. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Or put in an extra door, or put in 2 sets of doors instead of one big door, or don't put that vent there because we can't do anything with the vent, and things like that. If we can jump in, and at that point, of course, our success rate is really high. But if we can't do it for whatever reason, you can come in and help us with what we've got.
I'd be able to help you in your situation. I would have to say that you're going to have to make the opening larger to help
get a lot skinnier.
But sometimes it's just a matter of switching doors. Sometimes it's a matter of just replacing things. I went into a client's house, and I opened the closet, and it was organized. It was all divided, but there were sliding doors, and I opened the sliding doors, and the drawers were right between the 2 sliding doors. So they weren't in an opening. Well, that's just badly thought out, because you can't open your drawer. You're standing next to it, looking in. So those are the types of reasons you need to hire a professional.
Oh my gosh. How fun. Your job must be too much fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun.
Go to organize 2, which is TOZ.com. If you go there, lots of great information on all the products that Tracey uses, what she does, how wonderful your life's going to be when it gets all organized. You can give her a call at 928-399-9369 as well. We'll be right back with more of A Perfect Home. We're talking with Tracey Shadley. She's the owner of A to Z, Organize A to Z. It's awesome. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Turning your real estate dreams and goals into reality, I'm Claudel Johnson with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For more than 7 years, I've helped both real estate buyers and sellers put me and my team's extensive knowledge of the Sedona and Verde Valley area to work for you. Come see a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, single-level home with a pool at 50 Sedona Street. You'll love the Sedona Red Rock views from this VOC area home. We turn your real estate goals into reality. Claudel Johnson at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services of Arizona.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Northern Arizona Mortgage Corporation is your local choice for personalized home loans, and they've been doing it since 1986. They help home buyers obtain FHA, VA, USDA guaranteed rural housing, and conventional loans. From start to finish, they offer a safe in-person application process with licensed loan originators. Contact Shelley White Collier at northernArizonaMortgage.com or call 634-4251. Visit their office, located at 707 East Mingus, Suite 601, Cottonwood.
Fabulous views and unmatched quality with efficiency in mind. Just announced, C&B Construction is the only contractor ever to win the EPA's coveted Indoor Air Plus Leaders Award 4 years in a row. These Energy Star certified homes provide unparalleled energy efficiency, comfort, durability, and indoor air quality. C&B Construction is currently building at Gray Fox Ridge and Crossroads at Mingus. C&B Construction, locally respected and nationally recognized.
Do you need more closet space? Hi, I'm Tracey Shadley, owner of Organize A to Z. We provide professional custom design solutions to keep you and your space organized, which helps reduce your stress, increase your productivity, and allows you to take control of your belongings. We are proud to be locally owned and operated, specializing in custom closets, garages, offices, and pantries. Call me today for your free consultation. Organize your space, organize your life.
And welcome back to A Perfect Home. I'm Jen Cohen. We're sitting here with Tracey Shadley. She's the owner of Organize A to Z. We've been talking about all things organizational. It's just the best. She's the most amazing person. I wish you were sitting here to feel the essence of calm that is exuding from the most organized person I know. I pulled something off your website. I love this. I'm going to read it. Organize A to Z provides professional custom design solutions to keep you and your space organized, help increase your productivity, reduce your stress, and allow you to take control of your belongings as opposed to them controlling you. That could not be worded better.
Thank you.
Yep, because one of the things, I go under my shelves in my closets and I go to pull one thing out and 12 things fall on my head.
Yep.
That is one of my big pet peeves with closets. I go into my garage. I need a tool. I'm going through all the toolboxes. I can't find anything. You know, I need something in my office. Where's that paperwork? I go through everything. Yeah. And while I'm going through everything, I'm making a bigger mess.
That's two different skills. It is. The organizing of what's in the closet is something completely different. I'm actually writing a book about it. So
you are?
I am. Yeah, hopefully it'll be out in November.
Oh my God.
It's a fun little book. It'll be a lot of fun. Because that is definitely a challenge that people have. I can organize the stuff the way you have it and the way you see it. But the way you use it is a whole different thing that I'm not going to change your habits. That's, it's habit how you use it. Like, for example, sweaters piling this high, I would change that. They should only be this high. Okay. So you have shelves that are this high instead of this high apart. So that's a design thing. Okay. But what you wear, and if you wear the same things all the time, and knowing what you have and knowing where they are, I can create spaces for them, but putting them back and doing all of that
sure.
properly, that's a habit that needs to be changed. I can certainly help with that as well, but yeah.
Right. Little coaching, little life coaching.
Yeah, exactly.
involved
Closet
in that.
coaching, it's
Closet
on my
coaching.
website.
It is? So how does it work? I give you a call, I say, Tracey, help. I have this closet that doesn't work for me. Can you come take a look?
So what I do is I offer a free consultation anywhere in the Verde Valley, and I'll come to your house. We take a look at the space. I measure, which is very important. It's the most important part of everything. And I do what I call a wardrobe analysis. So I actually measure length, width, how much of what you have and how much stuff you have. So for example, you said you have a lot of dresses. I'd actually go and say, okay, you've got 4 feet of dresses, your longest dress is X, so that I know when I'm creating that rod, your stuff's not dragging on the floor. So I do all of that work, and then I sit and talk to you about what is it that you see, want, need, desire, all of those things. And I'm able to give you a pretty good estimate, pretty bang on estimate right on the spot, because you also choose wood and all of that, whether you want fancy, because we can go fancy, we can go simple, and then I give you an estimate. From there, if you're like, okay, that sounds reasonable, then to do the plans, I do charge a design fee, but that design fee is then given back to you if you move forward with the project. If you choose not to move forward and work with me, the plans are yours. They're detailed plans. You can do whatever you want with them. And if you want to do it yourself or whatever, it's completely up to you, but you still have professional plans, which I think is very important. Yeah.
Well, that's very, very cool. So that gives people an option.
Absolutely.
You come in, you'll tell them, okay, here's your consultation. This is what I think. And they go, okay, that sounds awesome.
Exactly.
They drop the plans. And if the people go, and for whatever reason, they still have these wonderful plans.
Exactly.
That are theirs to keep.
Absolutely. Because, it's not, it's pricing depends on your project. So I can't say a closet is going to be X. It's impossible to tell. But you'll have an idea of whether you even are going to be like, oh, no, or maybe, or whatever, before I leave the house.
Nice.
So, yeah. So it's a pretty full appointment.
How long do you take?
Usually about an hour. It depends. I mean, if it's one closet, about an hour. If we do a bunch, it'll take longer. Garages too, about let's say if it's one space, it's about an hour.
Okay.
Sometimes people are like, I want the whole house. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be together. Yeah, we'll be together a while.
That's a full day project. Oh, wow. Now, of all the products that you use, you said that we have a choice between wood, we can go fancy, we can go economical. Where do you get these products?
They're all sourced locally. I mean, furthest is Phoenix if we have to go for something. So it's all Arizona.
Nice.
Bought, and I'm
So
very,
keeping it
very
local.
Absolutely. I like to keep it local as much as possible. We do have, if we're ordering fancier things like crown molding, stuff like that, we may have to outsource, but usually not. And most people, it's a closet. So I always say, do what you need first, and then add the bells and whistles if you want. Because the crown molding is beautiful, but it's not going to change your function. It's not going to change the usage.
Right.
So if budget is a concern, you don't need that. You're going to get the same function. You're going to get the same beauty. There are laminates nowadays that look exactly like wood, some that even feel like wood. So there's really a lot of options that you can go for. Very few people just do white anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, some do because it's still clean and, but
That's true.
Yeah. In
That's a
big
work of art.
walk-ins,
yeah.
in big walk-ins, you don't see a lot of white.
Not in
anymore.
garages at all, I'm sure.
In garages, no. Definitely not.
Right.
Yeah, the most popular in garages is actually like an off-white sort of almond color, like your walls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sure. That hides most of the dirt. And pantries. I'm a big fan of pantries.
Pantries are fun.
I love pantries. I love opening up and seeing beautifully arrayed food, and I feel the abundance, and I just feel wonderful, and being able to provide for my family. But when it's like, where's the, and you're digging around in there, and you're like, wow, how old is that? Because, it's all piled in a basket, because I have these stupid little shelves.
Yeah.
And things are just not, and then the kids get in there and forget it.
Yeah. Pantries are great, and I have to specify that pantries would be like, a door that you open, not part of your kitchen with all of those pullouts. So like a walk-in pantry or just a door, but you can do, wine racks in there. You can do separate baskets if you have vegetables in there. You can do spice racks. You can do all kinds of things that just make things easier. And again, going back to the adjustability, you don't need shelves this high when your cans are this big. So you can play with all of that and really, really gain space.
Wow.
Yeah, the wire racking pantries are the worst. That's what I changed the most, because you can't put anything on it unless you line the shelves. Everything
That's
just
true. Yes,
it tilts.
and falls over, and you pull out one thing and 5 things fall out.
Yeah.
Oh, that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Go to organizeatoz.com. Call her at 928-399-9369. We're talking with Tracey Shadley. She's the owner of Organize A to Z. We've got more to talk about on A Perfect Home, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, Todd of Todd's Appliances, your hometown appliance store. Studies have shown that when you buy from an independently, locally owned business rather than a box store, a lot more of your money stays local, therefore strengthening our community. From basic to high-end, we carry name brand appliances. Visit our store on Main Street in Camp Verde. With same-day, next-day service, we service what we sell what we service the least. ToddsAppliances.com, 567-3062.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
Hi, this is Michelle and I welcome you to Sedona Paint Centre. We are here to help you find the perfect colour scheme and product for your home and business. Enjoy free in-store and in-home colour consultations and free paint samples in a colour of your choice. As a special offer to you, just mention this ad and save an extra 10% and enjoy 30% off store-wide.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles.
And welcome back to A Perfect Home. We're talking with Tracey Shadley. She's the owner of Organize A to Z. We've talked about closets, garages, pantries, offices, all kinds of stuff. You can go from lush, sit there and sip champagne under your chandelier, or you could just have something that works, but it's going to work. It's going to go from doesn't function to work. Your stress is going to be relieved. Now, what do you see a lot of? What do you say when you walk into the most common thing you see?
Most common thing I see is really that sort of one rod, double rod, one shelving bank. Contractors tend to put that in. Even in the biggest of closets, they put that's all in there. And I take that out a lot because there's so much space to be gained. And, especially if you're thinking, if you're a couple, male-female couple who has dresses and suits, and that's not even splitting the closet half and half. So that's fun for me when I get to just rip all that out and start and just create a masterpiece for people that works. It's the same thing if it's just one rod. You get to create so much more space for people, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe how much I can fit in here now. And then, people need drawers or want drawers, because furniture in bedrooms is becoming less and less popular, dressers in bedrooms.
Really?
So more people are putting dressers, underwear, and sock stuff in their closets.
Oh, nice.
So drawers are becoming more and more popular in closets. Yeah,
because that would create a nice clean look in the bedroom without all that extra stuff to
exactly.
dust. So if everything's in the closet, think of all the space in the bedroom and how much lighter it's going to feel and airy and wow, less to deal with. I love that.
Yeah, and being able to have your sweaters, you know, at hand's reach instead of on that top shelf. And if people need luggage, we can extend the top shelf to put their luggage away. So you really have a lot of freedom to do things.
Nice. And I know that as we get older, it gets harder to utilize certain parts of the closet that maybe are higher or farther back or maybe even under. So having a closet system that worked, you know, for your abilities, if you've got a back or a neck or arms, or you're just kind of short.
Yeah, well, that's it. I was going to say, when you said that, I started thinking a lot of people's concern with redoing a closet is they're worried about the double rod. I'm 5'1", and I have no issue reaching a top rod because you're not actually reaching for the top shelf, which is high. You're reaching for the hanger, which is at least a foot below the top shelf. So, you know, and I do create things. If men are 6'3", their double hanging needs to be higher. So something that's just thrown in by a contractor is never even going to work for double spacing. So all of those, things need to be thought out. There are rules to designing closets and garages and pantries, just like there are to designing kitchens and bathrooms.
Well, sure, to make it functional. And then since you're customizing it personally, depending on the person's height with the big range or age or needs, you know, I've got someone I live with collects hats.
Right, there you go.
And then I have, I don't know, over 100 belts and 200 scarves. How hard it is to hang a scarf. I need a whole system just for that. You know, special things that I just need a solution to the clutter problem of what do I do with 150 scarves.
Exactly. And you might hang them, you might want to put them in a drawer. Like, everybody does things differently. I'm working with clients on an office right now, and the woman was very specific. I have a very hard time opening drawers, so I'm researching specific drawer slides for her. So all of those things come into play when you're, you know, when you're designing for people.
Excellent, excellent. Well, if you're interested, you can give Tracey a call. Free consultations. As she mentioned, a free consultation. She'll come out to your office, for your garage, for your home. She'll look at what your needs are. She'll really think about you, which I really, really like. Get in touch with what you are needing versus what comes out of a box. You know, it's not about that anymore. So if you want to organize your space and organize your life, you want to call Tracey Shadley. She's the owner of Organize A to Z. Go to organizeA2Z.com. Check it out. Great website. You can contact her through that. You can look at all the great stuff that she does. Wonderful pictures there. Everything you need to know. Tracey, thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you. It was fun.
You're reducing the stress level on Earth.
I'm trying. One person at a time.
One person, one closet, one garage at a time. That's all the time we have for A Perfect Home. We'll see you again next time.